It's him. How y'all doing? Thank y'all for coming out, hanging out with us this afternoon. I'm gonna go ahead and introduce who you will be listening to. How about a hand for Mr. Larry Seaberth on the keys? Steve Mazakowski on the guitar. And on the bass, Mr. Ted Long. John Jones on the drums. One of the co-founders of the group, the Headhunters, Mr. Bill Summers on the percussion. My name is Clarence Johnson. Thank y'all for hanging out with us. Oh, thank you. Yeah. Well, we got a nice little program curated for you this afternoon, and we're going to get things started with a song that comes from one of my recordings. And I like to start off with a little historical moment. Anybody got the History Channel? We talk about these little historic moments that happened way back in the day. So, way back, as my 24-year-old son says, way back in the 19s. I tell him, can you just say in the 90s or something, man? 19s makes it sound so cool. So it's like, you know, back in the 19s, there was this little cylindrical object. And it was really interesting because it had a little hole in the middle. It was thin, and you know, hold it like that, and you stick it into a machine. And this machine would read it, and it would actually play music. It was actually called a compact disc. Anybody remember compact disc? Anybody still happen to have a compact disc player in the car? Well, this is your afternoon, because this song that we're about to start out with is actually on this CD, which you can purchase. Shameless plug. You can purchase afterwards. So feel free to come and see me after the show. This is a song from that record. I wrote it when I was one of the first songs I wrote when I was about 17 years old, about 3 years ago. It's a song entitled Strutting. Thank you very much. Once again, that was from my recording, Watch Him Work, and a tune entitled Strutting. We are going to continue now with another song that I wrote around that same time, actually. This is when, 17, 18 years old, you think you know something about love. So there was this young lady I met, and, I had some feelings. And I said, well, let me express these feelings by way of song. Come to find out, she didn't have those same feelings. So I had the title all, created. The title was going to be her name. So thankfully, I found out that she didn't share those feelings before I told her that I wrote a song. So I went ahead and changed the name. Got a song out of it, right? So I called it Appeal, because there was a certain type of something that attracts people to different people. So it's that appeal in your personality, your looks, your vibe, how you carry yourself. So then I had to end up changing that name because people said appeal, or they thought I caught a court case. And so it's not anything criminal or anything. So I had to get more specific about it. So this is a song entitled Romantic Appeal. you. Thank you very much. Now, we're going to feature these next two songs are going to be kind of like a mesh or a mash going one into the other. So this first one is going to be another original that I wrote, which was taken from the same chord changes as Antonio Carlos Jobim's song called Wave. So it's a little different because Wave is a bossa, much like we just played. And this one is going to be a little different. It's going to be samba, which is the opposite of the bossa rhythm. And since the song is originally entitled Wave, well, I took it as to, you know, you're on different avenues, you're on different ways of life, and so we always got to trust where that wave is taking us. So I just call it Ride. So this is a song entitled Ride, which will feature our percussion section. This will also lend into the song after that, which is going to be another, I don't want to say derangement, but an arrangement of a classic piece that is going to be very different. It's going to sound very different. We're not going to introduce it because it's such a jazz staple that it needs no introduction. And so you always hear people say that phrase, this song needs no introduction, or this person needs no introduction, and guess what they do? They introduce it. So I'm going to remain true and not introduce it and see if y'all can figure it out. So Ride, and then the song that we'll see if you guys can figure it out. It has something to do with taking something. Not take the A train, but taking something. How about it for Larry Seaberth on the keys, y'all? And you turn this vocal mic back up. I know y'all turned it down when I caught y'all off guard. But how about it for Steve Mazakowski on the guitar? Ted Long on the bass. John Jones on the drums. The man himself, Mr. Bill Summers on percussion. Yes, indeed. So, anybody recognize that last tune? Take 5. We got some jazz aficionados in here. Yes, indeed. So, it's been a pleasure playing for you guys. We're going to do this one last final number. And before we do that, I want to certainly thank y'all for coming out again. And so feel free to follow me on @CJ3Sax. That's @CJ3Sax on Instagram. And Clarence Johnson III on Facebook. For the latest happenings on what's coming up for me. And we're going to want to also make mention of our manager that's here. We have a manager. It's always important to have a good manager, right? So we're going to talk to you about this manager because he's real cool. He has a very interesting name. His first name is okay. The name is Philip. It's the last name that kind of takes you a little bit. So last name is D. Tijar. Philip D. Tijar. It's kind of interesting. But the more you say it, and the faster you say it, the more it starts to make sense. So if you can say Philip D. Tijar, Philip D. Tijar, Philip D. Tijar, fill up the tip jar, ladies and gentlemen, is our manager this afternoon. If you want to come holler at him, he's a real nice guy. You got cash, Venmo, all that good stuff. Yeah, I come prepared. Right? It's a modern day society, man. Yeah. Also, if you want some CDs, you come check me out here as well. So we're gonna close out with this final number. Make sure I'm. Yeah, but you said that on Friday, bro. Philip? Yeah. I'm the tip jar. We just had our 6-second rehearsal. I see many things in this life, but no matter how difficult it gets, I still see beauty in this world. I see trees of green, red roses too. I see them bloom for me and for you. And I say to myself, what a wonderful world. Skies of blue, clouds pretty in the sky, they're also on the faces of the people passing by. I see friends are shaking hands, saying, how do you do? What they're really saying, what they're saying, y'all. Hey, I love y'all too. And I see them cry. I watch them grow. They'll learn so much more than I will ever know. And I say to myself, what a wonderful world. What a wonderful world it is for you and me, baby. What a wonderful world it is. Larry Seaver's on the keys. Steve Mazakowski on the guitar. Ted Long on the bass. John Jones on the drums. Bill Summers on percussion. My name is Clarence Johnson. Thank y'all so much. Thank y'all. Have a great day. Be blessed.